Hello student, as the continuation of the video lecture, this one is the next lecture of class 10 of the next chapter, that is chapter name is Heredity and Evolution. The chapter name is Heredity and Evolution. So in session 21-22, that evolution part is again deleted. Session that is evolution part has been deleted in session 21-22. Okay, so this video is for only and only heredity part, but if you are preparing for an olympiad examination, okay, as I already give you so many questions of olympiad, okay, and maximum points that I will always given of the olympiad examination. If you are preparing for the olympiad examination, then the evolution part is important. So with the help of NCERT, you go through the evolution part, and whatever the doubt you have in the evolution part, you will ask. Okay, but this video is only for the heredity. So what is heredity? The question is arise that what is heredity? Transferring the character from transferring character from one generation means parental generation to other generation means offspring generation called heredity. Okay, so second heading is important, that is genetics. The question is arise that what is genetics? Genetics is simply, you have to know, the branch of science which deals to the study of gene, or sometime in book it was transferring character called genetics. So the question in your mind, that is what is gene? In class 9 you know the diagram of that chromosome. Okay, so on the surface of chromosome there are so many dotted like structures are present. That dotted like structure are called as what? That dotted like structure are called as gene. One thing you always remember for that gene is responsible for character. Okay, always one thing you know, that one gene is equal to one character. If a person having that is blue eyes or a green eyes, that is the character of that person. Okay, so if in somewhat there are, suppose that there are 50 character in that any man or in woman or any living organism, whether it was plant or animal, so it is responsible for a single character. The 50 character, it means 50 gene. Okay, so these are some points. But one thing you know, you always remember, one gene is equal to one character is equal to 2 alleles. So the question is arise that what is alleles? So later in the next slide we are discussing about the alleles. Okay, so listen very carefully. Whatever the points is that you have to listen very carefully. Okay, so before starting allele, was to know about some more points regarding that heredity. The question is arise that of father of genetics is Gregor John Mendel. Gregor John Mendel, or simply you told that Mendel. Okay. Modern father of genetics. Modern father of genetics is Betson. Okay. Betson also give the term gene. It give the term genetics. Given term genetics. Okay, given term genetics. Okay, simply. But when why that Gregor John Mendel is called as father of genetics, because Gregor John Mendel, it means Mendel, given more explanation of genetics with the help of Garden P Mutter. Okay, that is Pisum sativum. Okay, so some more point regarding the Mendel, but before that you have to know about the some more points that Mendel was not a scientist. Mendel was not a scientist. He just lived in a country that is Austria. In Austria, there is a Brunn city. Okay. In that Brunn city, okay, there was a church. In that church, he worked as a priest and gardener. So in the gardening period, okay, it just saw a Pisum, that is garden pea plant, okay, and he described it very carefully on the behalf of genetics, okay. But we know that the character is responsible for the gene, but at the time of discovery by the Mendel, the gene discovery is not there, okay. So he gave the term that Mendel gave the term. He gave the term factor for gene. So the question is arise there, who give the term factor for the gene? So simply it was called, that is Gregor John Mendel. What is the another name of gene that is called as factor, which was given by Gregor John Mendel? So these are some points which will definitely come in the examination, okay. So be ready for the examination, whatever the examination is there, okay. Now listen very carefully. So the second question, that is alleles, okay. So one character, suppose that a plant having a tall character, okay. So one character is equal to one gene, but the alleles are simply, that is capital T or capital T small t, okay. If a plant having a dwarf character, then it having a small t and small t. If you see that when both alleles are same, that is capital T is capital, small t, but here you see that capital T is also attached to the small t. So alleles are of two types, okay. When both alleles are same, then it is called as homozygous alleles, okay. And when both alleles are different, then it was called as heterozygous alleles. Okay, like capital T small t, capital Y small y, and in this capital T small t, etc. Okay, there are so many that later we will discuss one more. Okay, so second question is arise that why Gregor John Mendel selected garden pea plant for his discovery. Okay, so because garden pea plant have 7 different characters, the 7 different character you see in this chat box. Okay, the 7 different character is simple one. Okay, you just see this. This one is the 7 different character. You can easily the 7 different character. More character is it means more variation. Okay, 7 different character. Daily one character you have to learn. It's your, because definitely one question will be 1 marks question or 3 marks question or 2 marks question will be definitely come from this that's it, this week. Okay, suppose that the height, suppose that flower colors, the dominant is purple and the recessive is white. Dominant means heavy document. Okay, only that character will be found. Height, height character, one is tall, one is short. In seed color, that is yellow and green. In shape, seed shape, that is round and wrinkled. Pod shape, that is green and yellow. Pod shape, sorry, pod color, that one is, this one is pod shape. Inflated and constricted. Flower position, that is axial and terminal. Axial means side, okay, terminal at the tip, okay. So these are the 7 different characters on that Mendel's explain his experiment. Okay. So some terms that I will given you in the next slide. We have to know some terms, but before that, you have to daily you have to learn one character with dominant and recessive things. Suppose that in one day you have to learn flower color. The flower color dominant is purple, or recessive is white. Okay. So later we will discuss one more thing. Only this thing you have to learn it. But before, you have to know some terms. That the terms is important. Okay. One terms that I already given you, that is homozygous and heterozygous alleles. Okay. So later here we will know about some more things. Okay. Okay. Homozygous, one more thing that I will left it, yes, listen very carefully, that homozygous alleles is also called as pure character or pure alleles. Okay, and heterozygous alleles is called as hybrid alleles. Okay, so this thing is always in your mind, that is pure and hybrid. Okay, suppose that the terms when given, the dominant and the recessive. Okay, what is the dominant and what is the recessive? One thing you always in your mind, that is capital letter, that is capital T or capital Y or capital any other thing. Capital letter is always dominant to the small letter. Okay, suppose that we take a character that is height. We take a character that is height. Number one is tall and number one is dwarf. If we are going to cross in between the tall and dwarf, so suppose we will write that capital T is for tall. Suppose that one character that is tall is a character and 2 alleles, that is capital T, capital T. Dwarf, that is small t. Before that crossing, they will form a gamete, because in that is 8th class sex determination you have to learn. First they will form the gamete, or in that reproduction chapter I already told you that testis will form that male gamete and that female gamete. So half of the chromosome will be transferred to the gamete. In that way, the half, that is capital T, is here, and here is also capital T, and here is that is small t and small t. If we are going to cross it, this capital T is crossed with this small t, and capital T small t will be formed. This cross with this capital T and small t, capital T and small t, capital T and small t. So as already told you that capital letter is always dominant to the small letter. So here The capital letter, that is capital T, is the character of tall. Okay, so whatever the plants they will found here, this one is tall, this one is also tall, because the capital letter is dominant is to the recessive one. This one is also tall and this one is also tall. Okay, so summarize it. If I'm going to summarize it, okay, so we will write it capital T is cross with small t, small t. This is character of tall and this is character of dwarf. Okay, we will find that for capital T and small t. Okay, this one is parental generation, so it is also called as P generation or F0 generation. F0 generation means here no generation will be found. This is called as F0 generation. This generation is called as F1 generation. P generation means parental generation. Parental generation. F1 generation is first offspring generation. Okay, so here it will be found this one. So what is that? What is the character of what is the character of this one is tall, but hybrid tall. Hybrid tall, because it is a heterozygous allele, because capital T is combined with a small t. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, so here the capital letter is dominant, so this tall character, that is pure tall, is a dominant one. Dominant. Okay, and this one is recessive. This one is recessive. Okay, clear? So what is the definition of the dominant? If we write the definition of the dominant, when we cross of two pure character, then in F1 generation, the character one minute. The character which was shown called dominant character. Okay, when we cross of two pure character, then in F1 generation the character which was repressed by dominant character called recessive character. Okay, so these are some points you always remember, because in maximum time the question will be realized that write the difference between dominant and recessive character. So this is the definition of that. Okay, now in the next slide we are going to discuss about some process. These are the simple class, but first we know about it. The first one, that is, we'll discuss about the monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. Mono means one. Okay, it means we take a character, we take a one character. Suppose that we will take a tall. Tall is crossed with dwarf. So pure tall, capital T, pure dwarf is small t. This generation is P generation or F0 generation. Okay, After crossing, we will find that capital T and small t, that is F1 generation. Okay. If we are going to the F2 generation, we have to do self cross, yeah, selfing. It is also called as self cross or self pollination. So what is the meaning of selfing or self cross? It means same cross in between the same character, cross in between the same character. Okay, whatever the four capital T small t that you are find, in that two of them we will cross together. Okay, after crossing, before that we will start the formation of gamete. Here we will find that capital T and small t, and here we will find that capital T and small t. If we are going to cross of this capital T is combined with this one, that is capital T, capital T. We will find that capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, and small t, small t. If you see this one is pure tall. These two are hybrid tall, and this one is pure tall. This generation is F2 generation. If we will write that phenotypic character, phenotypic ratio, phenotypic means physical ratio, यानी outer appearance, physical ratio, outer appearance, how the plant of F2 generation has look like. You see this 1, 2, 3, 3 are tall, so the ratio we will write that 3:1. Okay, but if we will write that genetic ratio, yani genotypic ratio, okay, in genotypic ratio means gene ratio. Gene means that capital T is a one gene, capital T small g is a one gene, capital T small d is a one gene, small t is a one gene. So capital T are 1, so we will write that 1. Capital T small t are of 2, that is where 2, and small t is a 1, that is 1. So the ratio is 1:2:1. So this cross is, that is called as monohybrid cross, and one question will definitely come from it. Okay, now come to the next one. This one is monohybrid. Come to the next one, that is dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross is little bit difficult, but be concentrated. Dihybrid cross. In di means two characters. Di is equal to two characters. Okay, so listen very carefully. Suppose that we will take a two character, that is tall and round, cross with dwarf and wrinkled. If we will write the tall and round, so we will write this capital T, capital R cross with small t, smaller. So this one is the F parental generation or F0 generation. It was little bit difficult, so listen very carefully. So we will find it capital T, small t, capital R, small r, because capital letter is combined with the small letter, that is F1 generation. If we are going for the F2 generation, we will do selfing, and it means correct same cross. It means we have to cross with the same character, capital T, small t, capital R, small. Okay. Before starting the formation of gametes, see that this one is the male, suppose that this one is the female. Before starting that, one more thing is that if capital T is if this was present, the one gamete is formed with capital R with capital T with capital R. Second one is capital T with small r. Third one is small t with capital R. Fourth one is small t with small r. Okay. So four gamete will be formed. Okay, in that difference. Okay, so So firstly we will draw the board that is simply called as checkerboard. Which one is most important? We have to know about the checkerboard, how checkerboard will form. Okay, it was little bit difficult and lengthy. Not difficult, I do not tell you that it was a difficult, but it was a lengthy. Okay, so listen very carefully. So you have to draw like this. Okay, suppose that here we will write male gamete in this row and female gamete in that horizontal. So first we will write the gametes. So we will write the gametes, male gametes we will write capital T, capital R, capital T, small t, capital R, small t, small r. This means the male gamete. And here we will write the female gamete, the same one, capital T, capital R, capital T, r, small t, capital R, small t, small r. Before crossing, we will write the cross it. This is square, that is square is called as Punnett square. Punnett's square, or it is commonly called as checkerboard. Checkerboard. Okay. Through that, we will easily find that whatever the confusion is there, it will be clear. Okay. It combined with capital T. We will, if we are going to combine it, then here we will write it. Capital T is combined with capital T, capital R, capital R, capital T, capital R, small r, capital T, small t is capital R, capital T, small t, capital R, small r. Simple. Combine with these two. Okay. Capital T, capital R, small r, capital T, small r, capital T, small t, capital R, small r. Okay. So capital T, small r, capital T, small t, capital R, capital T, small t, small r, small t, capital R, small t, capital R, small r. Okay. Here we will write that capital T, small t, capital R, small r, capital T, small r, small r, small t, capital R, small t, small r, small r. So these are some characters. So here we will write that this one is tall and round, 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 tall and wrinkled, tall and round, tall and wrinkled, tall and round, tall and round, dwarf and round, dwarf and round, tall and round, tall and round, tall and wrinkled. Okay, dwarf, dwarf and round, dwarf and wrinkled. Okay, so if we write the phenotypic ratio, only we'll write the phenotypic ratio, not the genotypic ratio. So simply we'll write it that 9:3:3:1. 9:3:3:1. So if we are going, first you count that tall and round. So tall and, if we just know it and cut it. Okay, easily you have to know. Tall and round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one is 9. So tall and round is 9. Okay, after that tall and wrinkled, 1, 2, 3, tall and wrinkled, 3. After that dwarf and round, 1, 2, 3, dwarf and round, 3, and a dwarf and wrinkled 1. So this is the some more thing. Later in the next video we are discussing about the Mendel's law. That one is important part of that. Before that you have to just revise. This one is F2 generation. You just remind that this one is F2 generation. Okay, all the boards, all the process you have to learn, because that one is the most important thing. So this is all about today's lecture. So thank you for this.